Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex technical analysis for today. So starting off with Euro USD as normal, and we do have a fantastic setup on Euro British Pound, but more about that later. So Euro USD, we are pretty much still trending down. We did have a bit of a ripper to the upside yesterday. There was some kind of data that came out. I wasn't paying attention to the market yesterday, still in holiday mode, so not sure what that was. But in my opinion anyway, we are looking for levels, and we've got two pretty solid levels here. So let's just get to those on our... So you can see pretty solid ripper yesterday. And for me at the moment, I think we're probably going to have another bit of a move up today. And 118.360 is my first level. Get through that, then I'm looking at 118.717. Those are the areas that I'm looking to sell into again. So... yeah, not really 100% sure what this is. Remember, markets were really thin yesterday. This is based on the US trading session only, so we still got Europe to wake up from their long weekend slumber at the moment, so who knows what's going to transpire there. There is a bit of another level to the downside, so if we do move down and sort of bounce off this area here of 117.840, then I suspect we'll probably move the upside. There's a good probability that we just range between these two levels at the moment. Okay, so level on the downside here, 117.840, level to the upside is 118.360. And notice how price is almost in the middle of those levels right now. So probably be able to get down the 15-minute and trade some structure on the 15-minute. We'll have to wait and see what transpires. But I do suspect a bit of upside, another bit of upside, and it'll probably be capped at 118.360. Once it gets there and it starts forming inside bars, engulfing bars, pin bars, I'd be looking for opportunities to short from there, short the break of the structure with a stop above. Okay, so there's my structure there. So my stop would be above and a break down here. Okay, that's not quite off a level, so it wouldn't have worked, but anything off a level like that, that is my view on Euro USD. Euro Japanese Yen, pretty much a similar situation. We've had a pretty strong move up, and then yesterday we had a pretty strong fall. So get straight down to the hour, you can see pretty much a strong fall. It does look like we're setting up for another move to the downside, and that is logical. So this level that we have looks like we've bounced off, 110.421. I would prefer it to be on that level. It's not on the level at the moment, but strong move down, consolidation. I would be expecting a second move to the downside, and there is a pretty big gap down here as well, which would act as a magnet, and more than likely the measured move as well. So there it is there. Measured move's a little bit below that, but you get what I'm talking about. So for this, I would definitely prefer to see a move up and test of 110.421, and any pin bars, engulfing bars, or inside bars off that level, I'll definitely be looking to short, and I'm looking to short it down to 109.817. At this area here, if we come back to the 8 hour, that would be first area for me to be watching for re-entry to the long side. A second area, which is probably a more stronger area, is 109.306. So that's kind of the view that I have at the moment. Some kind of retracement now onto structure, find some support, and then move back to the upside. British pound, Japanese yen. So we've had a pretty strong move up, but European markets were closed yesterday and Friday, so there's nothing really happening. We are extremely overbought at the moment. So for me, trend is still up, but it is starting to get a bit dangerous. So I am expecting either a range between these two levels here, so that's 153.380, or alternatively 152.891. So I'm either expecting a range, but if I look at my oscillators, look at the diversions brewing, and if I just take this to the 4 hour as well, then you will see we have some diversions here, and we also have some pretty deadly looking structure here, which is right there, like that. Okay, so that is a channel. Remember, when you're getting a channel in a bull trend like this, you have a 25% probability of a break to the upside. but you've got a 75% probability of a break to the downside. So that's kind of the moral of the story there. So I am anticipating either a sideways move or a break to the downside. So the level to watch the downside is 152891. Break retest of that would get us an opportunity to look for shorts. But until something happens like that, look at the strength of this uptrend, you are not really interested in moving to the downside at the moment. If it breaks to the upside, you do have quite a big move up to the top of the channel here, and there is a bit of a triangle. There's the neckline of the triangle, here's the bottom of the triangle here. So a break and retest of 153380. Long it is, stop below the previous swing low, and you're looking for the top of the channel, which is going to be somewhere in the region of 153,900 area is what you're looking for. Okay, lastly, Euro British Pound. So this has been on a downward trend for quite some time, as you can see. So what you're looking for is obviously some decent structure. Now, for this, we have battled quite strongly to to sort of maintain this. We had a big move down, big move up. This was yesterday, but at the moment, have a close look at what's going on here. There was my previous swing low. We're battling with it. We are through it. So gap is closed at the moment. And what I'm looking for is some kind of a bounce back onto this area, or alternatively, a bounce onto this area. So I'm looking for a pullback to 084979, or alternatively 084934. Pretty decent setup at the moment, and then I should be looking for a move to the downside on that. Converse is also true on this. There could be a pretty big opportunity to swing directions at the moment, because this would be a daily pin bar. So if you look at it on the daily, you'll see not a really strong pin bar, but it is a pin bar nevertheless, with my oscillators grouped to the downside. So and we are also off a weekly level. So some very interesting stuff happening here. Here's my weekly level here. I can probably drop it just a little bit, add another one in. Pretty much to where we got right there. Look at my weekly oscillators at the moment. So with all that in back of your mind, opportunities reside here for, to the short side, come back and test this level for a double bottom. To the long side, a break and retest of 084979. And that is pretty much what I'm looking for at the moment. And I'm just going to adjust this to there, because that's my flag. So big move up, sideways. So we're either going to break or retest this area here of 084919 and come back down to test the bottom, hopefully form a double bottom. An opportunity to buy would be back in there, where you see this kind of structure that you see there, and obviously do it on a lower time frame, do it on the 15-minute, and you can see how we formed a bit of a range there. So break of that range would have given you opportunity upside. Look at the grouping of the oscillators, look at the diversions from the moving average, always an indication that the buyers are going to step in somewhere along the line, or the sellers are going to get out of their positions. So that's kind of my structure at the moment. I'm not too worried about this now. Volumes are too low, but I suspect we're going to range a bit in the European session, and then it's a break to the upside, long it is, break to the downside, short it is to come and build a double bottom. And once we build that double bottom, there is potential for a bigger move coming in the coming weeks anyway. Okay, anyway, that's my view today. I hope it helps, and we will catch up with you later. Cheers for now.